Hello everyone, welcome to Res Snapper and welcome to 2024. Happy New Year, hope you had a good one. So, this is probably the worst time possible to do this video because the new patch is today, and so the next season will probably be leaked today as I'm filming this, and you'll probably know before I even upload this. But in any case, I've looked at all of the leaked, unreleased cards and tried to group them into sort of which comic or which series they could be from, which would then hopefully give us an indication of what upcoming seasons we might see in Marvel Snap in 2024. So I'm going from the most number of characters from the same group through to the least. As you can see, there's some on screen here with 5, and we go right down to groups where there's literally only 1. So let's just kick into it. So the first one, or there's a couple here with 5, but the first one has got 4 of the cards which have actually got artwork. So this would be some sort of Spider-Man season. We've got Firestar, who was of course delayed from the Hellfire season, J. Jonah Jameson, Uncle Ben, Night Nurse, Silver Sable, and Bullseye. So to me, there's a lot of civilians in here as well, like Uncle Ben, Night Nurse, and J. Jonah Jameson, sort of like a civilian Spider-Man theme almost. This group of characters isn't 100% cohesive for me, but in any case, I do think this would be a cool season, and I think the season pass card would probably be Bullseye. I don't think he'd have the ability that he's leaked with, which is something like if the next card you draw, if possible, would be a 2 cost. I don't think that's that interesting. Certainly not broken enough for a season pass, but anyway. Right, moving on. We've got a lot of Thunderbolts or Thunderbolts related cards. Now, this would have been a safe assumption that this would have released alongside the Thunderbolts film. However, because the Thunderbolts film has been delayed to 2025, I think it's possible they could release this like just soon this year or whatever, and just have it like, especially if they're like far along in development. Otherwise, maybe it will just come out next year along with the Thunderbolts film. But this had White Widow, so Yelena Belova, Valentina, US Agent, Red Hulk, Baron Zemo, and Red Guardian, of which we've only got art for 1 card anyway, so maybe not. Right, next up, this is very specific. There's like some very specific themes here, with Hope Summers, Strife, and Goblin Queen, all like definitely being specifically X-Men / time travel. You got Strife is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong guys, but Strife I think is a clone of Cable. He's like an evil clone of Cable. Hope is Hope Cable's daughter, and then Goblin Queen is, I think Goblin Queen is, well, sorry, not I think, Goblin Queen is a clone of Jean Grey, and she's got something to do with like that whole world, and she's like got links to Limbo. She's actually kind of more of a Spider-Man character these days, because she set up Limbo in New York City. There was a big storyline recently with Spider-Man, so yeah, don't know. And then we got Witchfire and Toad, who I've sort of tacked on here, but I wasn't sure where else to put them because they're just random X-Men characters. Yeah, not sure, but at least there's a lot of cards in this sort of sub-theme. Next up, there's 4 West Coast Avengers. I think this is highly possible, just because all of these characters are so, like, on their own, they're like itty-bitty and specific, like Gwenpool and Flatman. They're West Coast Avengers, but very specific. And then like War Machine and Mockingbird could just be Avengers. They could just be Iron Man. Or, sorry, War Machine could just be Iron Man. But collectively, all of these guys are West Coast Avengers. So this one would not surprise me at all. We don't have art for any of them, though. Next up, just like New Mutants / X Factor / random new X-Men type things. We've got Pixie, Cannonball, and Random. Random there has got artwork. Sure. Next up, I don't know a huge amount about Exiles, but they're basically alternate universe, alternate dimension versions of X-Men. So you've got Sage, Nocturne, and Namora, which are all definitely Exiles. And I think Nocturne is like, so, like, I'm definitely wrong with this, but something like the daughter of Nightcrawler, or something like that. Anyway, weird, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. Right, now this group is really interesting. Thor villain / god type vibes. Gore, Surtur, and Mephisto all of them have got artwork. So this feels very extremely possible to be coming soon, because this is the only group where literally everyone has artwork. Now, of course, there's only 3, so any given season pass of Marvel Snap would have between 5 and 6 cards these days. So it's missing some, but it's interesting that they've all got artwork. And then there's a couple of Eternals, Makari and King Iritiri. Sasquatch from Alpha Flight. We have to get an Alpha Flight season sometime. Yo-Yo from the Secret Warriors / Shield. And Viv Vision, who I don't know too much about Viv Vision, but I could only sort of put her in champions group-wise. So yeah, there's definitely some random ones there. If I had to guess, it feels like the Spider-Man one is surely soon. We've got all this artwork, all with logos. Surely that's soon. Especially that one of the cards was delayed. Was about to come out, but was too broken. So they've delayed it. Very interesting. Yes, and if I said anything else, I'd just be repeating myself, which no one wants to see or hear. What do you think of this? Yeah, as I said, terrible time to be uploading the video, because we'll probably get more leaked cards today. We'll find out what the March season is. Maybe it will be one of these. Maybe it'll be something completely new. But we might just get more leaked names of cards anyway, so who knows. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.